Yo, it's Mac from the Everyday Nobody's podcast. I know you see the title, so let's get straight to it. Mark Lamont Hill is about to take somebody's spot. Mark is slowly turning into my favorite podcaster. He's been cooking on the Joe Budden podcast. He's actually overachieving. He's doing so well, even Joe Budden's enemies want to talk to him.
Let it be what it is. The Honorable Dr. Lamont Hill, welcome to the stage. How are you?
Black
I'm
power.
good, sis. How you?
Wagwan.
I just tapped back in. I heard my name. I wasn't listening. I don't know what y'all was talking about. I just heard you and Danny going back and forth, but I just tuned back in. What's going on?
Oh, a few people were in here talking about you. First of all, they don't appreciate how I honor your greatness.
He even has other cast members hating on how good he's doing. Imani even said, hey, Mark is just Joe's new toy, and once he's done playing with him, he'll put him to the side like he do everybody else. And Ice was like, yeah, you got a few more months, and then they gonna turn on you, because the fans always do. That was that next level hate. As a JBP fan, I gotta admit, he's breathed new life into the pod. And I'm not a hater. Like, I feel like sometimes it's okay to give credit when credit is due. If somebody's doing a good job, congratulate them. And I'm not saying this on some recency bias type thing. Like, I rock with Mark, and I used to not like him at all. See, I know a completely different Mark Lamont Hill. I know the Mark that tried to argue with the late, great Patrice O'Neal, like one of my favorite comedians of all time. I know Mark trying to argue with him about jokes.
That's not true when I talk to him. But let me ask you that.
but you don't get to be the arbiter of what's funny.
Well,
how can you all be the arbiter of what's funny for black
Patrice
women?
is funny.
I
am.
But here's the main question.
am.
Let me get Armstrong
based on
back
what you
in
said
here.
tonight, bro, I don't find you the arbiter either.
Armstrong.
Yeah, but you're being an arbiter just for, like, they painting you into a corner. You don't even like realize that your whole seriousness is messing you up, and now you gotta commit to saying that Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson are hypocrites. You had to commit it.
Cheesing and soft shoe and talking about how this isn't a serious.
This is where the problem is.
This is a serious
issue. It's now. This is what they do.
Who's they?
They make us fight.
Who does?
When he goes soft shoe, that's more insulting to me than nappy-headed hoe. That's when black people call each other words like that, soft shoe, house. Get out of here. You know better than that, Doc.
Sir, the point.
See, if you know me, you know I love comedy. I love stand-up comedians, and I feel like they should be protected at all costs. And I feel like we shouldn't be so rigid on their speech. I feel like, yeah, they can be offensive, but their intent typically is not to be offensive. So it's okay if somebody doesn't like a joke, but let's not try to kill somebody for making a joke. I also know Mark as the guy who goes out of his way to push this like woke agenda. Like, this is the same guy who I seen argue with Candace Owens, and despite what people think, he was actually cooking. Like, a lot of stuff he was saying to Candace Owens, I agreed with, but sometimes he gets too woke. Like, this is the guy who was saying that some men can have babies.
Can men get pregnant?
Depends. I know.
What does it depend on?
In my mind, I was sure that Mark was going to get on this podcast and he was going to flop, but it turns out he's hilarious when he's not in such a serious element, because most of the things he does is politically based. Now, does he still kind of cape for women a little too hard sometimes? Yeah, but he coats it with comedy and like good timing and actual facts, so I can get past it. I ain't gonna lie, he got Melissa Ford wiped down as the spokesperson for women. One of my favorite clips was when he pressed Queen's Flip.
You always make it sound like you hard up. That's why.
Wait.
Now,
You was in the spaces listening to them. When did you ever hear me say that? That's what I was waiting for you. When did you hear me say that? You listen to about me talking about conscience and money. That's all a trick.
First, calm the fuck down, move your feet.
It's your world.
Yeah,
Calm
it ain't his world. Nigga, calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
First, calm the fuck down.
Yeah, stop listening to them. I never told you
watch
that.
your head too. We good. You ain't gonna turn up.
Yeah.
Just please understand. It's not gonna go the way you think it is. But what I'm saying is,
He's from Philly.
I don't care.
It's pause buttons.
Wait.
Not just because he told him, hey, we can run the fade, but also because even when they got done arguing, he was frying Flip. What did he say? Yeah, Flip, you look like you dressing for your Target weight. I was like, whew. Yo, who is this guy? This is the politics guy. Who is this guy? I didn't even know he had a sense of humor. And as of late, he just been cooking Joe and Ish for being like overly competitive towards each other. And it's hilarious. I'm not going to lie. Mark is cooking. Like, I ain't trying to, be glazing, but Buddy's going off right now. I can already see that he's going to be a problem when it comes time to sign contracts again. Not saying that he can even be full-time, because Mark does a lot of stuff. He's like the Dos Equis man. He does so many things, you don't even know where to go. So I don't know that he could even be full-time, because he also still runs his podcast. He does Piers Morgan all the time. He's fighting causes and stuff like that. So I don't even know if they could do it, but I do know he gonna hit them over their head when it comes time for contracts. So somebody might lose their job, Imani. And what makes it worse is Joe's leaning into it because he sees how much love Mark is getting. Like, I seen somebody say, hey, we don't need Joe to overproduce Mark because he can cook on his own. And then Joe agreed. And then, oh my God, Mark already has a drop for the podcast. I don't even think Mark has been there a year. And Flip and Melissa, they still don't have a drop. It's just Flip and Mel. But Mark already has a drop. He been cooking. When Melissa heard that drop, she got so mad. I thought she was about to cry. Like, she looked pissed. It's like she cleaned it up real quick because, she's known to be a hater. But she looked like she was about to bust some tears. I was rolling.
Who's the doc that he told you to go see? Who's the doc that he told you to go see?
Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry I have to wake you. You a doctor?
Hold the up.
Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry I have to wake you. You a doctor?
Who's the doc that he told you to go see?
Flip and Mel.
Excuse me. Did this motherfucker get a drop?
It seemed that
Two, actually.
That's kind of dope. Can I hear that one more time?
Who's the doctor?
Who's the doc that he told you to go see?
Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry I have to wake you. You a doctor?
What?
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if she was on the chopping block too, because they got a woman's voice. They got Mark. But what do I know? I'm just an everyday nobody. Tell me what you think in the comments. Is Mark overhyped? Is he going to be gone soon where all the fans hate him too? Or is he just going to keep the show rolling? Tell me what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe. I'm out.